Good afternoon. This spring 2011 commencement ceremony begins with the entrance of the candidates for graduation from the Schools of Industrial and Engineering Technologies, Integrated Studies, and Natural Resources Management from the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Please join me in welcoming the candidates for graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, and candidates, entering next are the Pennsylvania College of Technology, faculty and administration, led by the school deans. The platform party will complete the processional. Please rise, if you are able, for the national anthem to be performed by Leah Nason, daughter of faculty member Brad Nason. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Thank you, Leah. Please be seated. Seated in the auditorium are family and friends who have in many different ways supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. On the platform are the college faculty and staff who have motivated, encouraged, and inspired these candidates as they completed their coursework in their whole college experience. And before us are the candidates for graduation who've become good friends and mentors, colleagues, developed relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. We join then as members of an extended support network to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness their accomplishment. That celebration now begins. Presiding over the May commencement ceremony is the President of Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davy Jane Gilmore.
Good afternoon and welcome to the beautiful Community Arts Center. It's a fitting place for the commencement ceremonies of May 2011. Today, the graduates, you become part of a proud legacy. For nearly 100 years, this institution has prepared men and women to thrive in a changing world, to enter the workforce, and to advance into positions that will influence the future. As we celebrate your commencement today, we also look forward to the contributions that you will make in the days to come. This is truly a ceremony that honors the past, the present, and the future. As we appreciate the efforts you put forth in order to reach this milestone, I ask you to take time today to gratefully acknowledge the family, the friends, the colleagues, the faculty, and the mentors who got you where you are. Today is an important day for all of us. I hope it's a day you will remember forever. Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Elliot Strickland, Interim Chief Student Affairs Officer.
Chairman Dudham, President Gilmore, distinguished faculty and staff, parents and guests, and most importantly, Spring 2011 graduates. It is my honor to introduce your Spring 2011 Student Commencement Speaker, Kevin Werkheiser. Kevin is one of those impressive students that has melded his academic career and co-curricular involvement to leave Penn College a better place than he found it. Academically, Kevin is one of our most outstanding students. He graduates today with a bachelor's degree in manufacturing engineering technology. He has been on the dean's list every semester and has earned a major GPA of a 3.1951. And for those of you keeping score at home, that means that in his major classes, he has earned only one B in his entire time at Penn College. Kevin's co-curricular involvement has been highlighted by his work with the college's Society of Manufacturing Engineers and as the president of the Society of Automotive Engineers Many Baja team. For those of you who aren't familiar with this national project, engineering students from schools like Auburn, Clemson, University of Maryland, Central Florida, Michigan, Michigan State, and Penn College are tasked to design and build an off-road vehicle that will survive the severe punishment of rough terrain and sometimes even a little water. Last year's competition among 100 colleges and universities from 4 countries, our team finished 20th overall with an impressive 12th place finish in the suspension and traction challenge and a 14th place in the endurance race, which was concluded over a three-day series of grueling events. Kevin leads that team as they depart for Kansas in 2 weeks for this year's competition. Kevin embodies all that we hope for our students. One of Kevin's faculty members, in nominating him for this honor, described him both as an incredible technician, able to design and build complex parts of the highest quality, while at the same time being an exceptional professional and leader that earns the respect of his peers with his interpersonal skills. Please help me in welcoming your May 2011 Student Commencement Speaker, Kevin Werkheiser.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Strickland, for the introduction. It's my pleasure to speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2011. I was very surprised to be chosen as commencement speaker. I was first approached by my advisor for the Society of Manufacturing Engineers after being nominated for the position. He felt that I was a good candidate for the School of Industrial Engineering's nomination. He then went on to assure me that there were many other nominations and a slim chance of me being chosen. After seeing the email informing me that me have chosen, I was quite surprised. It was a major honor, and after some deliberation, I was eager to accept the position. Now I needed to prepare a speech, and it wasn't until after finals I started thinking about what to talk about. I then realized, what did I get myself into? When I started writing the speech, I read many different types of speeches that were given about other graduations. I realized many graduation speeches has the typical cliches of, we made it, or you were starting a new chapter in your life. We all heard this before, and I felt this was extremely overused. Some speeches also gave their graduating class a piece of advice. I could try to give you some sort of life-changing advice, but everyone's experiences of life different. So I figured, why not talk about the memories we had at Penn College? Over the past 4 years, we witnessed many changes at the school, such as the Dolphin Hall dormitory, the new welding lab, the remodeling of the Hager Lifelong Learning Center, and recent construction of the Masonry Building. We also remember what used to be called the Susquehanna Room. The school has changed over the last 4 years, and I'm eager to see what it will look like in 10 years. All of us have our own reasons for choosing to attend Penn College. This reason might have been the unique types of majors offered or the small student-faculty ratio. I chose the school because of the extensive hands-on experience and small class sizes. Whatever your reason may be, we all completed the necessary requirements and classwork to receive our degree of choice, even though these requirements weren't always that easy. Whether this meant skipping a class to study, or maybe pulling an all-nighter to finish a paper. Or perhaps it meant attending those Friday morning classes, even though your head was still spinning from the night before. Many challenges were faced, but you were able to overcome these challenges because you chose to. So now what? Many of us are asking ourselves this question. For some, this may be to find a career and settle down. Some of us may want to continue our education at this institution and perhaps another one. Whatever you chose for yourself, I hope you all are successful in life. I came across a quote by Winston Churchill that I found pretty interesting. He said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm." We have all experienced hardships in our life, but these experiences made you the person you are today. I would lastly like to remind you to thank your family, friends, and faculty who helped you complete your education. I would like to give a special thanks to John Upcraft for all the help and time he spent contributing to the Penn College Mini Baja team. The team and I will be competing in the Society of Automotive Engineers Mini Baja competition in 2 weeks. I would personally like to thank my family and friends for all their support, and yes, even my brother and sister, although they were a bit of a pain at some times. Congratulations, class of 2011. You're now about 5 minutes closer to going to the Bullfrog.
The Alumni Achievement Award is presented to an individual who graduated from the college within the last 10 years and who has demonstrated the importance of their Penn College education through noteworthy professional accomplishments or dedicated volunteer service. This year, we are pleased to present the Alumni Achievement Award to 2 individuals who, following their graduation in 2001, went on to become partners in an award-winning landscape services company called Nature's Accent. Travis Brenninger and Justin Bentz really know how to grow. They know how to grow a business. Just 10 years after graduating, they employ 5 other people in their business, which provides landscape design, hardscape installation, and property maintenance to commercial and residential properties in Berks, Schuylkill counties, and surrounding counties. Both men are Pennsylvania certified horticulturalists and are also certified by the Interlocking Concrete Paver Institute and the National Concrete Management Association. Justin is a certified pesticide applicator. Under their leadership, Nature's Accent has received multiple awards from the Pennsylvania Landscape and Nursery Association and a 2009 Landscape Contractor Partner of the Year for East Coast Region. Their work has been featured in a number of magazines and catalogs that are well known to the industry. In 2010, Justin and Travis had the opportunity to volunteer for the Emmy Award-winning program, Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Their business was staging site for hundreds of plants included in the makeover, and they partnered with other Pennsylvania landscapers to complete the landscaping for this project in 24 hours. Justin and Travis have returned to campus every year as alumni volunteers, sharing their personal and their professional experiences. Both have served as judges for the Pennsylvania Landscape and Nursery Association and the Professional Land Care Network. Travis is on the board of directors of the Pennsylvania Landscape and Nursery Association and is the chairman of the Professional Development Committee, and he also won the group's Green Achiever Award in 2010. Justin is Borough Councilman, a volunteer fireman, and a Pennsylvania Forest Fire Warden. Both of these men are fathers of young children, and I wonder if they can cut their own grass. They're very busy. It is now my honor to introduce to you two very busy and impressive Penn College alumni, Travis M. Brenninger and Justin Benz, our 2011 Alumni Achievement Award recipients.
We'll try and keep this short. Just wanted to thank a few people and say a couple things. Pretty much we're very honored by this award, very unexpected award. We found a very good education here at college. It was very rewarding to us. We love doing our job every day and using what we've learned here. And we would love to get back to this school. We'd like to thank a few teachers. Mr. Rich Wildminster, which isn't here any longer. Mr. Michael Dinscher. Mr. Dennis Skinner, Mr. Dennis Fink, and especially Mr. Carl Bauer for his thoughtful nomination, and Penn College for this award.
Most of all, we would like to thank our families, especially our wives, Kristen and Corinne, for their continued love and support, and our biggest fans, our boys, Brady, Alex, and Owen. And finally, to the graduates, be proud of your Penn College education you have are just going to receive momentarily, and know that you have just started a good reputation for yourself. Congratulations, class of 2011, and may you all have great success stories. Thank you very much.
Teaching is the heart of Penn College, and we place a very high value on the teaching and learning process. In recognizing teaching excellence, we demonstrate the best at Penn College. As we celebrate the fine work that takes place in our classrooms and laboratories, we confirm our mission. The Distinguished Teaching Awards are presented each May at commencement to full-time faculty members who have been nominated by students and colleagues for their excellence in instruction. Since 1982, 87 Distinguished Teaching Awards have been presented. I'm pleased to announce that at earlier commencement ceremonies, Excellence in Teaching Awards were presented to Chef Mike Ditchfield, Instructor in Hospitality Management and Culinary Arts, and Chris Holly, Assistant Professor of Automotive Technology.
Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I would like to call upon Dr. Robert Dunham, Chairman of the Board of Directors, to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Dr. Dunham.
Thank you, Provost Starkey, President Gilmore, members of the faculty, ladies and gentlemen, and especially the class of 2011. I know this is a very special occasion for you today. Through your hard work, you have earned these degrees, but also with the support and guidance and wisdom of the faculty you worked with, and also from family and friends who have supported you. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I offer you our congratulations and best wishes for your future. And for all of those family, faculty, and friends who have supported you, you have our thanks as well. Now I turn to my official duty. President Gilmore, By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you, on behalf of the Board, to confer on each of these candidates the degrees earned as certified by the appropriate dean.
Thank you.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Science degrees that you have earned with all of their rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the administration, and the faculty. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degrees and certificates that you have earned with all of their rights and privileges. And congratulations from the Board of Directors, the administration, and the faculty. Congratulations. Would the baccalaureate graduates also please rise? And would you join me? Everybody should stand up now. Good. Don't make me nervous. When you entered this theater not too long ago, you entered as candidates and for the certificates and degrees that you have earned. You have now had those candidate status converted to graduates, and you have those degrees conferred upon you. As a symbol of your entry into the world of educated men and women, I ask you to join me as I turn the tassel of your graduation representative. This symbolizes you are graduates of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. You may be seated. As individuals and institutions, we pass through clear stages of development, points in time when we grow into new roles and new responsibilities. This is a transition event for everyone. Today, we will recognize individuals with academic honors. Outstanding academic achievement will be recognized for all students. The gold, silver, or white cords that they wear during these ceremonies, white for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors. In addition, we are proud to recognize the graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa, and their gold stoles and tassels will identify them. We are thrilled to recognize the graduates of Alpha Chi Honor Society, and white stoles will identify these students. We'd now like to ask all veterans graduating to please stand, and you will identify them by their red, white, and blue cords. Would the veterans please stand? I'd like to tell you about our veterans. We're very proud of our Penn College veteran students. In our veterans attending Penn College, we have 3 winners of the Purple Heart, 5 Bronze Star recipients, 76 Iraq Service Medal recipients, and 17 Afghanistan Service Medal recipients. And joining us today are 2 newly commissioned members of the Armed Forces. Thank you very much. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to honor the memory of a young woman who is not here to celebrate her commencement this weekend. Tracy Garris was a student in our dental hygiene program when she died in a traffic accident last summer. Tracy was a very active Penn College student. She served as a resident assistant and a student ambassador. Her death touched many students, faculty, and staff very deeply. She was an inspiration in her short life, and her death inspired Penn College friends to remember her in a very special way, establishing the Tracy A. Garris Memorial Scholarship. The commitment shown by our student body in vigorously raising funds to establish this scholarship was nothing short of remarkable. Frankly, I was in awe. I cannot ever remember seeing a more focused group of students come together for a common purpose to honor one of their own. The SGA organization and the energy of the leadership of Adam Yoder and Greg Miller was nothing short of extraordinary. By the end of the academic year, from September until April, these students had raised $35,823 to fully endow the scholarship. Their work is to be commended. This is an appropriate way to honor a young woman who left a lasting legacy on our campus. The Tracy A. Garris Scholarship will be awarded annually to a dental hygiene student who is an active leader on campus. We believe Tracy would have wanted it that way. In an earlier ceremony this weekend, members of Tracy's family accepted a diploma on behalf of a young woman who meant so much to the class of 2011 and to everyone at Penn College. As we continue with today's ceremony, Tracy's memory will live in our hearts. At this time, Carolyn Strickland, the Assistant Vice President for Academic Services, and the respective school representatives will present the candidates. We know that you're excited to capture this moment digitally, and therefore, we simply ask that you leave the area in front of the official photographer open, and otherwise feel free to come forward and capture your picture. With that, we will begin.
President Gilmore, I present to graduates of the Civil Engineering Technology program, both bachelor's and associate degrees, as well as associate degrees within a surveying technology program, all within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Zachary M. Four. Joshua A. Latner. Joel M. Shiner. Joshua Paul Dalton. Carson G. Hauser. Travis M. Portsline. Zane R. Thomas. Zachary W. Aucamp. Christopher Dylan Barilla. Ryan Charles Cook. Justin M. Enck. Ryan C. Heimbach. Tyson Reed Johnson. Damian Wesley Nepper. Adetoya Agodine. Justin D. Parrish. Martin F. Peak III. Joel Daniel Reif. Ryan R. Royer. Jeffrey Allen Schmuckler. Daniel M. Schaefer. Joshua Kevin Sheets. Joshua T. Stetz. Jonathan L. Stewart. Benjamin Earl Vincent. David Paul Von Arx. Samantha Lynn Wallish.
President Gilmore, I am proud to present the graduates of Computer-Aided Product Design and Computer-Aided Drafting Technology within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Ryan M. Glasgow. Benjamin P. Bollinger. Zachary Ryan Brook. Andrew David Epley. Brendan Gazek. Kyle J. Post. Christopher J. Rhine. Justin C. Rich. Matthew Joseph Snyder. Tien T. Vu.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Electronics and Computer Engineering Technology Bachelor, Electronics and Computer Engineering Technology, Electronics and Computer Engineering Emphasis, Robotics and Automation Emphasis within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Michael L. Bowmaster. Sean T. Peterman. Giovanni Noberto Rosario. Drew Thomas Bankert. Tuan and Doe. Stephen G. Dumbeck. Daniel O. Gomes. Tristan J. Mummert. Joseph Micah Van Noy.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Manufacturing Engineering Technology, Automated Manufacturing Technology, Toolmaking Technology, Machine Tool Technology, and Machinist General within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Jared T. Arbogast. Travis Matthew Liebig. Patrick J. McCormick. Edward Charles Bender III. Joshua M. Dental. Dalton Jordan Kinley. Joseph W. Logsden. Ryan N. Vance. Thomas Paul Buheit. Matthew Clark Cox. Joseph Walter Ferraro. Granville Wade Fitz. Tyler Vincent Gale. Timothy D. Haldeman. Rodney E. Keister. Zachary M. Planick. Philip J. Rice. Patrick Tomaszewski. Jeffrey A. Townsend.
What's your degree?
Daniel William Yingling.
President Gilmore, I'm proud to present the graduates of Plastics and Polymer Engineering Technology and Plastics Technology in the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Caleb R. Bechtel. Christopher Eldon Kohler. Gerardo Pena. Nathan John Bachman. Timothy Jerome Betts. Brett Kyle Breaker. Cody Eugene Church. Christopher A. Denman. Dustin Wayne Gardner. Matthew Paul Gephardt. John Edward Godonis. Taylor Maxwell Kijak. Aaron J. Lipinski. Brad C. Pompeo. Eric J. Shaw. William G. Smale. Caleb R. Spots.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Welding and Fabrication Engineering Technology Bachelor's, Welding Technology Associates, Welding Certificate within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
John F. Aber. Jacob C. Cady. Matthew D. Fessler. John M. Goodrich. Nathaniel L. Hasera. Michael A. Johnston. Benjamin S. Kelleher. Gavin T. McTarnigan. Justin Joseph Miller. Van Zyl. Robert P. Van Zyl. Ryan Allen Veard. David A. Woolens. Christopher John McKelvey. John Victor Tedder. Terry R. Loudenslager, Jr.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the Graphic Communications Management, Graphic Design, Graphic Communications Technology, Advertising Art, and Mass Media Communication within the School of Integrated Studies.
Carissa Marie Blauk. Michael R. Milliken. Brandon Lee O'Neill. Brittany Ann Warfel. Anthony R. Andracchio. James J. Bauman, Jr. Natasha C. Gorham. Matthew David Nason. Krista Lynn Smith. Abby Elizabeth Gleam. Ashlyn M. Hirschberger. Elizabeth A. Watts. Garrett Charles Bingaman. Amanda Leah Eisner. Sheila M. Katzeman. Ian Samuel Lane. Justin Robert Langle. Yahida Annette Lockhart. Kelly Lynn Maurer. Beth Ashley Meisenhelder. Megan Rose Pennington. Michael Christopher Snyder. Trey S. Wilson. Cody Jacob Wingert.
President Gilmore, I present to you the graduates of General Studies and Individual Studies within the School of Integrated Studies.
Janice Allison Brunette. Ashley M. Hetrick. Heather Lynn Reinhardt. Karen Beth Bowman.
Schroeder.
Yep.
Jeffrey Benjamin Schroeder.
Shaquem. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Shaquem J. Thomas.
President Gilmore, I'm honored to represent the graduates of Applied Human Services, Early Childhood Education, and Human Services within the School of Integrated Studies.
Kendra J. Blair. Cynthia Ann Davis. Lillian G. Davis. Travis M. Deaver. Janet Y. Watts Eisworth. Jennifer L. Engel.
Yep.
Katie Irene Heisey.
Megan.
Megan E. Holt. Amanda Lee Martz.
McChesney.
Courtney Marie McChesney. Vanessa L. Walter.
Winder.
Kristen A. Winder. Monica F. Charles. Vanessa M. Morgan.
Edmonds.
Melissa Edmonds.
Frey.
Laura A. Fry.
Hawk.
Sarah E. Hawk.
You guys want to go together? Sure.
Erin Marie Lacera and Valerie A. Lacera. Chastity R. Stahl. Jessica L. Stahl.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Diesel Technician, Diesel Technology, Electric Power Generation Technology, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology, Caterpillar Equipment Emphasis, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology, Operator Emphasis, and Technician Emphasis, all within the School of Natural Resources Management.
Jacob Heath Adams. William Robert Bilski. Kyle Charles Boyer. Timothy William Cook. Lewis Hyde Dooley. Ethan B. Eckerd. Joshua S. Helm.
Jandro.
Ethan P. Jandro. Kyle S. Kessler. Austin David Lambert.
Minier.
Dylan Wade Minier. John D. Motto.
Thank you, Dr. Henkel. We did it.
Gregory J. Moyer. Joshua James Reynolds. Christian M. Sabo.
Scalota.
Stephen John Scalota II. Tim J. Snyder. Brian P. Widener. Jeremy A. Wentz. Tyler D. White.
Ungst.
Brandon Todd Ungst. Jason R. Bishop. Jason M. Herzl. Jerome S. Nishadka. Christopher James Contreras. Joseph Robert Doldorian. Zachary E. Baker. John R. Bartlett III. James R. Belcher. Gregory John Franco. Michael J. Gasparovic. Jonathan William Gialoris. John Patrick McCormick. Jared Brian Russell.
Sayer.
Corey Ryan Sayer.
Trego.
Harold Ross Trego.
Deal.
Evan Roger Deal.
Herring.
Ryan Paul Herring. Tyler A. Hoover. Andrew S. King. Jason J. Reed. Andrew Charles Reisinger. Chris Ward.
Dangle.
Gregory Dangle.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Forest Technology within the School of Natural Resources Management.
Lance Edward Armstrong. Jacob Richard Bossinger. Stephen R. Beach. Amanda K. Fetter. Michelle Claire Goodling.
Colin Gruby. Yep.
Colin R. Gruby. Derek L. Hetrick. Kenneth John Kane.
Arnie.
Yep.
Joshua J. Carney.
Kurtz.
Joshua Nathaniel Kurtz.
Malone.
Yep.
Rory Michael Malone. Ryan Edward Malone. Laurie A. Now.
Owlett.
Yep.
Cody Keith Owlett. Ethan G. Park.
You go ahead.
Brian Anthony Rose. Nathan Lewis Saylor.
Steppy.
Yep.
Joel Daniel Steppy. Benjamin A. Walk.
President Gilmore, I'm proud to present the graduates of Ornamental Horticulture, Landscape Technology within the School of Natural Resources Management.
Sandra Michelle Engstadt. Kyle Bradley Brown.
Lindy.
Brent W. Lindy. Logan Tyler Richard.
Schmid.
Megan Schmid.
President Gilmore, I have the honor to present the last graduating class of the Bachelor's of Environmental Technology Management within the School of Natural Resources Management.
Russell Thomas Blankenship. Trent Michael Harlacker. Kellen Earl Crape.
Stiltner.
Brian James Stiltner. And Kevin Thomas Werkheiser.
Your connection to Penn College doesn't end today. As graduates, you are now members of the Penn College Alumni Association, and that's the link between you and your alma mater. I encourage you to keep in touch with the Alumni Relations Office. You'll hear from us monthly via the Alumni e-News, and of course, Facebook. I look forward to welcoming you back to campus for lots of activities and events, and most importantly, for you to tell us about your success. Now, I know you're ready to go to the next phase of your celebration. Yes, I know that. But I'm going to ask you for just the next 2 minutes, graduates, to imagine that there's nobody else here but you and me. It's my honor to represent these very talented faculty behind us and have the last moment to share some thoughts with you, because I'm not sure you have any clue how much you've touched our lives. You did really well today. You turned the tassel and you walked across stage, and you made your family and your friends really proud. This is another page in the scrapbook of your life, Not only have you done a good job here today at the ceremony, but over the last few years. You've earned your degree. Good job and well done. Today you heard the applause and the cheers, and I hope the excitement and the energy and the buzz will stay with you through the weekend. However, we all know that most days there's no applause, there's no excitement, and there are no cheers. Because when nobody's clapping and nobody's taking your picture for the scrapbook of your life, I want to know how you're going to know you're doing a good job. There's no test to study for, there's no grades to earn. What will be the measure you use to determine your success? Let's ask ourselves the question, what is a good job anyway? Often, people say, I'm going to college because I want a good job. How do you define it? What does it mean to you? Each of us has to define it for ourselves, and it means very different things to very different people. I would suggest to you that a good job is a sense of pride, purpose, and a connection to the world around you. And a good job is one that gives you the opportunity to use your talents, your knowledge, and your skills to make life better, not only for yourself, but also for others. You see, doing a good job often means doing good for someone else. You might enjoy earning a good paycheck, and I'm sure you're thinking about that. But your real sense of accomplishment will come from knowing that you've made a difference in the world. A voice of wisdom that we know is anonymous once said a quote that makes it pretty simple. To the world, you may be just one person, but to one person, you may be the world. What you do and what you share with others in your Penn College family will make a difference. I encourage you to make the most of every opportunity to do a good job. It's important for you to realize that today you join a very small minority in the world's population. Do you know that less than 7% of the population in the world today have a college degree? In the United States, where we have greater access to higher education than many nations in the world, only 28% of the population have earned a college degree. Now take a minute and let those facts sink in. You may not have realized it, but you are a very privileged group of people. You have what millions only dream about. You have a college education. You've earned your degree, and you've done it with the help of your family and your friends. You've done it with your faculty and the support of many. You worked hard, but it is not that your only effort is your responsibility. It's your responsibility now to put your degrees to work and do a good job in the world. I suspect you will remember not too long ago when you came to college and you had no clue what you were going to do. And now it's a reality. I think of that statement often when I hear people talk about worrying about the world and the situations that we're in. Maya Angelou said, "Nothing will work unless you do." Nothing will work unless you do. Opportunities come to those who work. I don't mean that people can't fall on hard times, and I don't mean that people can't have difficulties. But over the course of my life, I've come to fundamentally agree and believe that those who are willing to face their challenges are the ones that will have lives that prevail. Hard times will go away because they are persistent. They keep trying until they get to their dream. You're ready to go to work, we know that. You're ready to get a good job, and you're going to do a good job. You're going to put your best effort forward to listen, to learn, and respond with all the knowledge you have. An ancient philosopher, Tao Tzu, said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." Remember this when you face those moments of challenges, and you'll no doubt remember mornings you did not want to get up and go to class. You'll remember that when you think of teachers that you thought were too hard, papers that were too hard to write, and a project partner who failed to hold up their end of the bargain. You had excuses then, but you didn't make them or you wouldn't be sitting here today. Aren't you glad you didn't give up? Nothing will work unless you do. So take the lessons you have learned and set the world on fire. With each action you take, you should write your own life story. Make it one you want to remember. Make it one that others want to remember. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family and friends. Do it for the lives lost, like those of your classmate, Tracy Garris. Do it for everyone in the world who will have never had a chance to get a college degree. Do a good job, and you will always have good fortune. Congratulations to the class of 2011, our new Penn College alumni. Now go out into the world and make us proud.
I invite those who are able to stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps, and everyone to join in the singing of the Penn College alma mater. The words may be found on page 2 of your program. I've almost memorized the words. The tune throws me off a little bit.
Nestled in our mountains fair, on the Susquehanna, stands our beacon shining through, alma mater, gray and blue. As the years continue on, we will sing this song of praise, and forever treasure our proud Penn College days, our proud Penn College days.
Thank you. Please be seated and remain seated until the platform party has recessed. We ask that the audience remain seated while the graduates exit next. The ushers will conduct your recessional, and we ask that you continue all the way to the street outside so that you'll be able to connect with your family more easily. Best wishes and congratulations.